Hello, Jamie here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm finally putting together part 4, which is actually the compilation of parts 1, 2, and 3 of my Expressive Flow that my class loves so much. And I actually filmed the whole thing last week and my microphone quit halfway through. I was so mad because this is not an easy flow. So I had to wait a little while before I tried to film again. So I know it's not the best. You probably can't see me. It's mottled. It's a little bit sunny. I apologize, but hey, this is yoga and we just do the best we can with what we have. And so with that, let's stand. We're going to start into Tadasana. Soften your knees. Tailbone is heavy. Shoulders are up, back, and down. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. And if you feel comfortable, maybe with your hands at your sides, at your waist, whatever feels good in your body today. Close down your eyes. I have an absolutely beautiful poem by Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer that I'm going to read at the very end. And the focus is on love and trust and life. And so we'll start with that as our theme as we tune in here, celebrating this ancient practice of yoga that is thousands of years old, and that every day I'm blown away by the healing properties in my own life and in others' lives. Approaching it in a way that feels right to you and taking what you can and leaving the rest, literally, metaphorically, physically, spiritually, all the things. Soften between your eyes, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Love, trust, being human. Ooh, it's not easy, is it? But here we are. One more deep breath in here with the eyes closed, feeling the earth beneath your feet, crown of your head lifting up so tall. Flutter your eyes open, reach up, rise up, spread your wings, spread your fingers. Exhale. I'm filming. Today is, what is today? Monday. Monday, July 21st, 2025. I'm in beautiful Ashland, Oregon. Roll your shoulders. It's windy here today, but it's a little cooler than it has been, so it's kind of nice. Reverse. Wherever you are, what kind of weather are you experiencing? And I don't mean just inside. I mean not just outside, but inside of you. How's the weather? A little check-in here. Let's climb up the rope using not only your arms and your shoulders, but your body to really lift your rib cage side to side. And last time, interlace your fingers behind your back and just take a gentle opening of your heart. Shoulders down. Let's lift the toes and spread them. Tighten up your rear end, pull up your kneecaps. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth. And then release that and take a little ragdoll swing. Just a little twisting here. It's really, I love this because my back will just adjust. Just the little natural adjustments, little self-adjustments. All right. So we're going to start into Tadasana at the top of the mat, which hopefully you're already there. Hands at the heart. Tighten up your rear end, your booty. Roll the shoulders back and down so that your collarbones are wide. Shoulders are far away from one another, directly apart from one another. And let's take a deep breath in, reach and rise. Gentle bend backwards. Exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach and rise again. Gentle bend back as you get up to the top. Pull your hips forward, butt is tight. Exhale, arms come down. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach and rise. Lift your heart, squeeze your butt, pull your heart, lift it up. Exhale, arms down. And then bring your hands back into your heart. Take your knees and just lift a few times, warming up the hip flexors. And then pull your heel in towards your rear end, warming up your hamstrings, stretching your quads. And then we'll stir the peanut butter. So bend your knees, soften everything, and stir around a couple times to open up the lumbar spine. And reverse. This has become quite the thing for all my yoga classes around the world. Stirring the peanut butter. I've had a couple of men tell me now they know how to dance on the dance floor. They're like, I never knew. If I just stir the peanut butter, I don't even have to go anywhere, and everybody thinks I look great dancing. So bonus move there. All right, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach and rise, big breath. Take a gentle bend back. Exhale, float forward, forward fold. Let your head relax. Neck is low. Pull your navel tight. Neck is really relaxing. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to here. Take a deep breath in, reach and rise all the way up to Tadasana. And exhale, hands come back to the heart. And we'll do that again. Inhale, reach and rise, gentle bend back. Exhale, float all the way down to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale to half lift, anchoring, and hold this first one. Knees can be soft, but anchor and pull your heart forward, keeping an apple distance under your chin. So you're really anchoring against your shins or against your thighs, or maybe you're on blocks, or maybe you're on the ground. Pull your heart through the gate of the shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And one more. Inhale, reach and rise, gentle bend back. Exhale, float all the way down to standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, left foot and then right foot, hands and knees. And make sure you have room to take a little Ashtanga. So we'll take forward press, and then your toes are in the ground, your knees and your hands. And you're going to take chest and chin down. And then inhale, pull your heart through the gate of the shoulders and just lift up to a baby cobra. Pull your shoulder blades down the back. Take a big breath here. And exhale, let your head come down. Inhale, rise up one more time. Lift up, pull your elbows behind you. Shoulder blades run down the back. And exhale, down. Tuck your toes, lift yourself up and take a child's pose with knees wide, feet together. Sink back and really open up your arms. I like sometimes here to push into my hands to push my hips back and down a little further. You can take a passive approach or a more active approach. Pull your belly button to your spine so you're really engaging your core. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left and end with your right hand on top of your left hand. Sink down and open up your right side body. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to the center. Inhale again, and exhale your hands off to the right. And then sink down, left hand on top of right. Let your body just fall to the earth. Scrunch down, stretching left side body. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands back to the center. And then rise up, keeping the forearms on the ground. We're going to take a little dolphin pose here. So tuck your tailbone, tuck your toes. Keep your hips right over your knees. And then using your strong arms, plug in your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift up your hips, dolphin. Head is down, hips are up. Lift your heels and then maybe roll through the foot a few times. And then sink your knees back down, untuck your toes, and take traditional child's pose with your hands wrapping around your legs. Forehead comes down as low as you can get it. Release that. Bring yourself up to hands and knees. Drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tailbone for a cow. And then exhale, take a cat. And we'll do that again. Inhale, rise up with your heart, rise up with your tailbone. Exhale, tuck. One more. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, tuck. And we'll thread the needle on each side. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Reach. And then exhale, take that left arm, thread the needle, keep your hips right over your knees. Left arm extends underneath, right arm way up top. Bump your hips over to the left just a little bit. Big breath here. Exhale, hand comes back, right arm pushes you up. Unwind, and then take that stretch on the top and find yourself back, hands and knees. Right arm this time, sweep it up to the top. Exhale, thread the needle, right shoulder, right ear down. Keep your hips right over your knees. If you can, left arm above your head along the ground. And then if it's possible, bump your hips over to the right. Taking a deep breath in here. And exhale. And release that. Take your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Reach that right arm all the way up. Counter stretch. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Get ready for down facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, lift those hips and walk this out. One heel down as the other lifts. Kind of exaggerate it. Find a little play in your hips. Remember that you should have a gaze between your legs if possible. So you're not way out here looking down. You're actually way down looking to the back of the room, to the back behind your legs, between your legs. And then as best you can, rise up on both balls of the feet, sink the knees a little, push your chest towards your thighs, strong arms, and then heels come down to whatever degree they are able. And find your down facing dog and lift up, up, up with your hips. And you're really sinking your head down, down, down. All right, ready to move. Roll up onto the balls of the feet. Sink the knees. Look to the top of the mat and make your way up to the top of the mat. Baby steps, big steps, however you want to get there, into standing forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to Tadasana. Reach tall. And then exhale, sink to Utkatasana, chair. Now we're going to be here for a few breaths. So sink down your shoulders, heavy in the shoulders, heavy in the tailbone, heavy in your heels, light toes, light fingers. Your hands can be right here. Make sure your heart is pretty much shining forward. I see a lot of this in class. You want to try to lift up, and if that means straightening your knees a little, feel free. You can get the legs where you want them later. Get the heart where you want your heart. All right, but if you can sink your hips, please do. If you can reach your arms up into the most uncomfortable, fierce chair, Utkatasana, find that. And we'll be here for 2 breaths. So we're really powering through the legs, strengthening through the legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Push into the right foot. We're lifting the left knee all the way up to single leg mountain, single leg Tadasana. Lift the arms, plug the shoulders in. Lift that knee if you can. Getting ready to sweep the arms back and step the left foot behind into a nice, tall, sweeping, flying crescent lunge. Now think up dog in the chest. So you're pulling your heart forward. Pull the hands behind you. This is tough, right? So you're pulling arms, pulling chest. Dig your right heel in. Press back into the left ball of the foot. All right, we're going to transition to warrior 2. So here's how we do it. Take a deep, big breath in. Start to windmill just the left arm. When the left arm gets to the top, add the right arm and windmill all the way into Virabhadrasana 2. Big bend in the right knee. Spread your toes. Left foot is turned out about 45 to 90. Whatever feels good in your body. I know it's different for everyone. Look over your right middle finger. Power, power, power. Squeeze your butt. Drag your right heel towards your left instep and float your fingers light. So shoulders are heavy and down, elbows are soft, fingers are light. Smile. Whoosh. All right, take a deep breath in. As you flip your right palm, reach forward, keep your right knee where it is, and lift up into exalted reverse warrior. Big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, pivot onto the left ball of the foot into you're in a runner's lunge. Runner's lunge. Sink the left knee down, rise up into Anjane Asana and settle in, get tall. Shoulders down. Drag your right hip towards your left knee. Be really firm here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, cactus back. Lift your heart, lift your elbows. Whoosh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus back. Lift that heart. Inhale, rise. And get tall. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank or to knees and take a Vinyasa flow or an Ashtanga flow from the knees. Find your best back bend and then we'll meet in down facing dog. Lift your hips. Whoosh. Raise those heels, bend those knees. Look where you're going. Make your way to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Let's take a half lift. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way to standing. Take a Urdhva Hastasana if you like. And then exhale, sink to fierce pose or Utkatasana. Tailbone is heavy. Shoulders are heavy. Heels are heavy. Ooh, it's a lot of work. Lift toes lightly, fingertips light, maybe arms come up. Put your weight in your left foot and rise up right knee for single leg Tadasana. Lifting up. Remember, wobbling teaches your body for next time. Big, strong arms. Lift. Big breath in here. Exhale, step right foot all the way back. Sweep the arms for flying crescent. Pull your heart forward. Think up dog. Think cobra. Think whatever you have to think to lift that heart and lift those hands behind and pull them toward one another. And it's hard. It's a lot of work. Lift your heart. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale, begin with your right arm to windmill the right arm. When it gets up, add the left arm. Take yourself all the way open to Virabhadrasana 2 on the right. Sink into that left knee if you need to, but keep your shoulders right over your hips. Shoulders sink down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drag your left heel towards your right instep. Big breath in, flip left palm, reach, keep your legs where they are, and take your exalted warrior. Lift that left arm. Big breath in, cartwheel the hands down, spin onto the right ball of the foot into a runner's lunge. Stay straight with your back if you can. Pull those shoulder blades together. Sink the right knee down, rise up, Anjane Asana. Lift those arms, plug in those shoulders, get tall. Find your foundation, left heel towards right knee. Drag them isometrically toward one another. Big breath here. Exhale, back to cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to cactus. Lift your heart. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant those hands, step back to plank and take your Vinyasa flow. And you can always skip your Vinyasa flow if your arms or ankles or wrists or shoulders, elbows, if anything gets tired, just take a break. And we will meet in down dog. Now this next section is going to have a fallen triangle. So I'll give you an option to skip it if you need to. Get ready. Inhale. Exhale, rise up on the balls of the feet. Sink the knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Big inhale as you take half lift, Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sink to Utkatasana. Inhale, left knee rises up. Get it up there. Reach those arms. Powerful. Sweep the arms back, but this time take airplane by not putting your foot down unless you absolutely have to. Same things apply. Pull your heart forward. Can you get your left foot up? Can you pull your hands toward one another? Big breath. Exhale, step back to crescent, both arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior 2 towards the left. Right arm, look over the middle finger. This time, straighten right front leg, lift right arm for reverse triangle. Big breath in. Exhale, keep your legs here. Bring the arms into triangle. So reach, drop right arm, lift left. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock arms. You don't have to go all the way down. Find what works for your hips. If you like to go down, go for it. Drag your right hip back and your left hip forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend into your right knee, take a reverse all the way up with that right arm. Cartwheel the hands down, take a runner's lunge, spin onto the left ball of the foot, straighten your back out if you can, pull those shoulder blades together. Sink your left knee, rise up, Anjane, get tall, get strong. Inhale tall, exhale back, one cactus. Inhale right, tall, excuse me, and then take left arm underneath right for your eagle arms. Inhale, rise up with the elbows, lean back if you can. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, big lift if you can. Elbows only or elbows and an arc. Exhale, tuck. Last time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale this time, take your elbows on the outside of the right knee so for just a mini twist. Find your foundation if you can. Open your arms, lift. It's hard. I like to push against my left elbow and right knee. Bring your hands in prayer if that's a possibility. Pull your right shoulder back in space. All right, keeping the left toes tucked, you can either stay here or lift that back knee. This is a lot for the legs, so hang in there. Just do what you can. Don't force yourself into anything. Big breath in. Exhale, wherever you are, come to runner's lunge. Straighten your back. Right foot all the way up to three-legged dog. Adjust your hands as needed. Lift that foot way up there if you can. Big breath in. Now you can either stay here or join us for fallen triangle. So inhale, exhale, right knee, right elbow. Keep it there and pause. Swing over to the left elbow with that right knee. Extend now your right leg straight underneath. Pivot onto the left heel. Right arm down, left arm sky. Fallen triangle. Stay strong. Straight legs. Big breath. All right, listen up. Left hand down. One-legged plank. One-legged chaturanga if that's in your practice. Be careful. Take yourself into your back bend and meet in down dog. Whoosh. Yeah, this one's a good one. Big breath. Big breath in, big breath out. Lift those heels, sink those knees, look to the top of the mat, make your way into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to Tadasana. Exhale, sink to Utkatasana. Inhale, right knee lifts for single leg Tadasana. Big breath in. Sweep arms and leg back for airplane. Pull your heart out. Pull your hands together. Lift the right foot up even with the hip if you can. Pull your heart forward. Inhale, step way back. Take crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten left front. Lift left arm up. Right arm on back of thigh. Reverse triangle. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale. As you exhale, bring yourself ready for triangle. Reach first, drop left arm, reach right arm, and take it to whatever degree you like. Drag your right hip back and your left hip forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend into your left front. Take a reverse, reaching the sky. Cartwheel the hands, pivot onto right ball of foot. Runner's lunge. Pull your heart forward so you're keeping your back straight here. Drop that right knee, keep your toes tucked. Rise up for a big, tall Anjaneyasana, but shoulders are plugged in. Find your foundation. Inhale. Exhale, back, take cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right arm under left. Eagle. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift those wow, I can't talk. Elbows. Exhale, round. Bow in reverie. Inhale, rise up with your elbows. Lift your heart. Exhale, round down. One more time. We've got this. Inhale, lift those elbows. This time, exhale, and just rest and pause, just gentle on the outside of the left knee. It's a baby twist. And then make it a little bigger by reaching the left arm up and the right arm against the left knee. And then take prayer pose. Pull your left shoulder back in space, keeping your right toes tucked. If you want to, lift that back knee for power legs. Remember, more is not necessarily better. One more breath in. Exhale. Everyone meet in runner's lunge. Right ball of foot. Left leg sweeps all the way up to the sky for single leg, three-legged dog. Three-legged dog. You can stay here or inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, pause. Keep breathing. Take it straight over to the right elbow, pause. Extend under that left leg. Shift your weight onto left arm, right arm sky. Big breath. And right hand down, single leg plank, left leg straight out. Take yourself forward, down, up to the back bend of your choice, and then meet in down facing dog. Whoosh. Send your knees down, grab yourself a drink, take yourself a break. Wow. Oh my goodness. This one is my class's one of their favorites, and they always say on this one, oh my goodness, I don't even have a chance not to be in the moment, right? It's so tough. You're constantly balancing and shifting. And if it's too difficult, modify. Holding yourself wherever you feel like maybe you want to take a break and take yourself into child's pose for a couple of breaths. When my heart rate is really up like that, I like to stay up and kind of catch my breath. But feel free to do whatever feels good in your body. Finding stillness, inner peace, building tolerance, building strength, learning, growing, advancing on our spiritual journey here and our physical journey. Even if it means facing that there are certain things we can't do anymore or ever, and that's part of the journey too. It's the beautiful concert of light and dark acceptance. Some things can be done, some things can not. And it's that beautiful just, okay, oh well, I'm just going to do this then. All right, let's take one more breath there. And then let's bring ourselves back to hands and knees. All right, round 3. This is going to have not only the fallen triangle, but also a wild thing. So again, I'll give you a warning and you can just hang out instead of doing those if you don't feel like those are in your practice. All right, take yourself into down facing dog, lifting those hips, dropping that head. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Inhale again. Exhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet and then make your way to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift to Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to Tadasana or Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, sink to Utkatasana. Inhale, left knee rises up, single leg mountain. Now this time the transition is going to be a Virabhadrasana 3 with arms in front. So a full Virabhadrasana 3. Left leg behind, reach both arms. If there's any way to get your hands a little higher, your foot higher, if there's any way to even out your hips so your left hip goes down to make it even with your right. Big breath in. Exhale, step back to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, open up to Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, flip your palm again, reach, inhale, and then exhale, take reverse. Big breath in here. Exhale, take side angle. Left arm up and over, hold for a breath. Spiral the rib cage. I like to use my arm against my knee to pull the left rib cage to the ceiling. Inhale, rise all the way back up to, again, reverse triangle. And we're headed to the back of the mat for Skandasana. So you're going to turn your toes to the left, to the long edge of the mat, sink into your left foot, Left knee all the way down to Skandasana, active right toes. Now you can try prayer balance here with your hands at your heart. Or you might take your left hand down and your right arm up and take flying monkey. But either way, stay active in that right foot. Take a big breath here. Exhale, crawl into runner's lunge. So spin onto the left ball of the foot. Pull your heart forward and shoulder blades together. Sink the left knee. Rise up to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back to cactus. Inhale, eagle arms, left under right. This time, we're getting ready to rise up into eagle. So take a big breath in, keeping the left toe tucked. Exhale, just hinge forward and put your weight in your right heel. Big breath in, and then rise up, left knee comes up into single leg Tadasana with eagle arms. And then take your left leg and wrap it around for your eagle. And hold. Now, if you want to just hold, that's great. If you can fine tune, pull your shoulders down and elbows up a little bit. And if you can and you want to, take 3 crunches here. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, tuck. Now I just do really mini ones. Inhale, lift your elbows. You might be able to get all the way down to your knee. I'm not there yet. One more. Inhale, rise up. This time, exhale when you lean forward, unwrap the legs and take eagle 3. So you've got left leg behind, eagle arms in the front. Again, foot up, hips parallel. Release the arms down to the mat, hands. Step your left foot behind for pyramid. Pyramid is the both legs straight. Strong, long back, big hamstring stretch. Now, if you want to take kind of a puppy pose, walk your hands out and bring your chest down towards your thigh. Drag your right hip back and your left hip forward if that's available. All right, now if it's possible, we are now headed to Wild Thing, but we can all meet in a single, or in a 3-legged dog, excuse me. So palms down, slide your right leg, swing it all the way up to 3-legged dog, and then adjust. Like I need to get a little more space between my hands and my foot. Lift the right foot till you're comfortable with your 3-legged dog. Now, if you're going to take Wild Thing or not, you can bend your knee and just kind of hang out here and just roll your knee around a few times, or with your right knee bent, shift the weight over the tops of your hands, bend your left knee, put your right ball of foot behind you, straighten your left leg, keep your right knee bent, and lift yourself up into Wild Thing, flip dog, whatever feels good in your body. Take a big breath. Exhale, flip back over, 1-legged plank. And you know what to do here. Take your flow as best you can. Lifting yourself back up into down facing. Hips are high, head is low. Whoosh, that's a lot. Lift those heels, get the other side, drop those knees, bring yourself up to the top of the mat into standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sink to Utkatasana. Right knee up for your single leg mountain. Inhale. Exhale to Virabhadrasana 3, right leg behind, arms in front. Balancing left knee soft, hips square them up. Inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open to Virabhadrasana 2, excuse me. Inhale, reach left arm forward and take reverse. Exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, take side angle, arm up and over. Reach it all the way up and over. Spiral your rib cage to the ceiling. Big breath in as you straighten left front, lift left arm, and take yourself into reverse triangle. Big breath in. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Turn towards the right long edge of your mat. Sink down, turn your right toes out, and you can stay down. I'm not good at this yet, balancing here. I need to practice this more and just fail and practice and fail and practice. Or you can put your right hand down and your left arm up for a flying monkey. And then release wherever you are. Crawl to the top of the mat. Take yourself into the runner's lunge, ball of right foot. Pull your heart forward so you straighten your back. Sink your right knee down. Rise up, Anjane Asana. Lift those arms big, tall. Exhale back to cactus. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right arm under left for eagle arms. Big inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, lift the back knee. Get ready to rise. Inhale. Exhale, lift the right knee up into one leg Tadasana. Wrap around for your eagle. And then hold steady. If you can, sink your shoulders, lift your elbows, and then take 3 little crunches. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, round. Ooh. One more. Inhale, lift your elbows. As you exhale and lean forward, unwrap the legs, take eagle 3, right leg behind, eagle arms in front. Lift that leg behind if you can. Big breath here. Exhale, release the arms down to the ground, step the right foot down into pyramid. Pyramid, the feet are closer together than a warrior, and the toes are not turned out in the back as much. Take maybe your arms out if you want that puppy pose. And drag your heart towards your thigh, getting a nice stretch through the left hamstring. If you still need more, very gently, slowly, carefully drag your left hip back and your right hip forward. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. All right, ready to sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Readjust the arms and hands and legs if you need to. Find it first. Bend your left knee up there and you can hang out here for a moment, or exhale, shift your weight over your wrists, plant the left ball of foot, straighten right leg, right hand down, left arm is either up or you're arcing back and up and over. Big breath here. Exhale, flip back over, left hand down, single leg plank. And then see if you can take your chaturanga with single leg. I can't even do my up dogs. Whoosh! This one's a good one. We'll meet in down dog. Gently walk your hands to the back of the mat and we'll take our yogi squat. So you have so many options here. End with your toes out and your heels in. And you can move around and kind of play with it and find it, or you can just sink right into it. Try to get your heels as low as you can, but they don't have to touch, right? You're just working on this. Lift your heart, push your heels, I should say, push your elbows into your knees, lift your heart, shoulders down. It's hard to do. Shine your heart forward, push your hands together. These squats are so important for everyday living. They're hard to do if your ankles and your knees and your hips are not used to them. Just do it for a minute and then come back out, or a few breaths, I should say, and then come right back out. We only want to do it for a longer period of time once the body's adjusted, right? Just a little bit at a time. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Love, trust, ooh, life, shadows, light, good times, difficult times, all of it. Release the hands to the ground, lift those hips, heel toe your feet underneath you, and walk your hands out into plank and hold yourself in plank. Now, if you have anything left, we're just going to pull the hands towards the feet and really create fire on the anterior, posterior, and then sink down and take child's pose, knees wide, feet together. Sink back, take a break, breathe. Softening through your face, lengthening your breath. One more. Slither yourself all the way down onto your belly. And then take your hands way off your mat to the sides, but well, a couple inches past the width of your mat, maybe forward just a notch. Fingertips, like little froggy fingertips, into the ground. Squeeze your butt, push your pubic bone into the ground. Rise up gently using back muscles first. Get as high as you can first with back muscles. Squeeze your butt. And then gently push into your hands. And just hold your shoulder blades down your back. Stay here for a breath. And then bring yourself back down. Grab onto your left ankle and then your right ankle. Bow pose. Lift your forehead off the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can lift your knees. See if you can pull your shoulder blades again down the back. And then push back to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, push back to lift up. One more. Inhale. Exhale, push back to lift up. And release. Hands down. Come up to cat and cow again. Deep breath in as you drop your belly. Lift your heart. Exhale, round. One more. Deep breath, lift heart, lift tailbone. Exhale, tuck. Release that. Cross your ankles and come all the way back. And then extend your legs behind you in Dandasana. And in Dandasana, point your toes, roll your shoulders until they're as far apart as you can get them. Shoulder blades down the back, reach arms up, take a deep, delicious breath in. And then exhale, forward fold over those legs. And just melt whatever feels good in your body. Don't worry if your back is straight or not. Don't worry how far you go. Just feel the sensation. Breathe. Release that and we'll take half a butterfly. Janu Shirshasana. Bring the bottom of your left foot up into your inner thigh. Left knee down as far as it will go. Inhale, reach and rise. Pointing the right toes, exhale forward. And again, just find it. Just feel your way through. Maybe today you just want to kind of pull your heart forward. Maybe you don't even want to melt over your leg. Maybe that feels better. Or a combination of the two. Breathe. And let's come up and switch sides. Right bottom of the foot into the thigh of that left leg. Reaching up tall and exhaling forward to the degree that you can find today. Honoring that it's different every day as well. What you did yesterday, you may not be able to do today. And you may have one hip that's a little sticky. I know I do. Keep your breath regular, open. Breathe. Release that and we'll take diamond and then butterfly. So just stay kind of far away with the bottoms of the feet together. Sit up tall, find your sit bones. Shoulder blades rolling down. We always say like shoulder blades in the back pockets. And let's take some cat-cows here. So you can grab under your knees or around your knees. Inhale, rise up with your heart. And then exhale, round back and kind of exaggerate it. Inhale, rise up, lift your heart. And exhale, round down. One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, round back. And then sit up tall and draw the bottoms of the feet together. And sit up as tall as you can. And see how low you can get your knees. One side again might be a little easier than the other. And pull yourself forward. Try to avoid grabbing your feet and your ankles and grab above your ankles. And then pull your heart forward. Find that hip stretch. Release that and roll over onto your back. Heading into the final postures, draw the knees into the chest and do whatever feels good in your body right now. Little knee circles feel good in my body. That's funny, I usually say big knee circles. I must be really tired. This routine gets me every time. Okay, find yourself in the center. Extend legs all the way up. And let's take happy baby. So maybe grab big toes or outside edges of your feet or behind your knees. And there's so many different ways to do this. Find what works for you. And then once you've kind of had a little fun with it, find stillness. Tuck your chin a little bit. Let your neck be long. Close down your eyes and relax. And then release bottoms of the feet to the ground. Push into the floor, lifting your hips up into a bridge. And I like to take a bind. Find what works for you. Maybe take a bind and then push into the heels again, pushing arm bones, upper arm bones into the ground, lifting hips, squeezing butt. Bring your heart right up to your chin. Drop your knees toward each other. Take a breath here. And exhale, come on down. Extend your right leg all the way down, left knee into the chest. Spinal twist. Left knee across the body. Left arm out. Look over to the left at your left thumb. Close your eyes. And breathe. Yogi's choice if you want to make this a little deeper by pressing onto that left knee with your right hand. And this can be very relaxing where you're very passive, or you can push yourself a little bit and be more active. Release that side and we'll take the other side. Right knee into the chest. Extend over, right arm out. Gently pushing into or onto the outside of the right thigh. And then release that, bring it back into the center, and we'll take Shavasana. So whatever I may have missed, feel free to take one or two more postures for another breath. Maybe you need a shoulder stand or another bridge. Maybe a plow. And then wherever you are, let's drop the knees toward one another, feet apart for fallen bridge, to give the opportunity to try a supported Shavasana if it doesn't feel good to extend your legs. Or if you're just ready, let those legs extend, let those arms reach out. Breathe, sink deeply into your Shavasana. And I'm going to read that beautiful poem by Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. So keep those eyes closed, soften your face, allow stillness. So I'll read this poem by Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer, who lost also her son to suicide. Her son was 17 years old. His name was Finn. And now, that was a few years ago, and now her daughter is turning 17. And so she wrote this for her daughter. The title of this poem is called The Mother Wonders About Love, for Vivian on her 17th birthday. I don't understand how it is that loving you asks both everything and nothing from me. Every day since your birth, I have nourished this love with time, with touch, with words, and loved you the way I was loved, knowing there is nothing you could do or be that could make me stop loving you. I thought I was making a refuge for you, but every day since your birth, the love you've given back to me has become my sanctuary. A place I show up exactly as I am, with bad breath, with tired arms, with a faulty memory, and dirt in my fingernails, and trust that you will love me too. Every day we build together the nest of love. Once we wove in fairy houses and reading books and making up secret handshakes. Now we weave in cinema and long road trips and floating on the pond. And trust is the glue that holds the nest together, even as it changes every day. It surprises me the nest of love is less a place and more a spaciousness inside. Not somewhere we go, more something we are. So even when we're not together, the refuge is always within us. A love that asks nothing and everything. A home that grows as we both continue to grow. Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer to her daughter Vivian on her 17th birthday. Trust, love, dirty fingernails and all, bad breath, warts and all. It's really loving being human. As those words sink in, I invite you to just breathe, and I'll guide you out in just a moment. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Wiggle fingers and toes, ankles and wrists, and bring yourself alive again with movement. Drawing one knee into the chest and then the other when you're ready. Giving yourself a hug. And then I invite you to roll over to one side or the other into that fetal position. And just take that big breath. Just sigh it out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Sigh it out. And then arrive in a seated position that is comfortable for you. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Maybe close down your eyes and maybe bow your head. I'm so grateful you joined me today for this practice. It's been a long time in the coming. Thank you for letting me be human. And don't forget to let yourself be human. Love, trust, life, bad breath, dirt in the fingernails, just being who we are. And that's okay. It's actually beautiful. And with that, I say thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you. Goodbye. Au revoir. Ciao. Adios. Aloha. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, evening, morning. I wish you all the best. Thank you.